Good morning. Hello. Is it Thursday? It is Thursday. Wow. Okay, so you can see my face is so white right now, right? So white. I'm embarrassed to even look at it. Crap, I forgot to do my lashes. So I want to get on here and show you guys that contouring does not have to be difficult. You do not have to have a multi-step process. You do not, hey guys, if you're jumping on here, say hi, let me know that you're here. You do not have to use a bunch of different liquid products. You don't have to use blending buds if you don't want to. There are many different ways to contour, but my favorite way is actually just using my bronzer, my powder bronzer. And it's really, really easy. You just use it with a brush and you're done. So what you're looking at now is me with my foundation on, and I don't have any blush or bronzer or anything on, which is why you see a really flat color, right? And it's not really that good looking. I mean, yeah, maybe I've covered up my flaws, but I mean, it's really, really flat and it's not very flattering to me. It's definitely not the end goal. So I want you to see, you know, what the before is, and then I can show you this quick contour. And I apologize, I would already be started, but I forgot to put my mascara on before I got on this live. So, and I know that sounds silly, but I get so excited halfway through doing my makeup that I just quit. Kind of counterproductive. So, you can use any bronzer that you want. All right, there we go. That's good enough. You can use any bronzer that you want. I use my Beachfront bronzer. It's got a little bit of a shimmer to it, but not a lot, okay? So this is a lighter color that's marbled in and a darker color, and there's just a little bit of a shimmer, okay? But not a lot, you can see. And it's not a whole lot darker than my own skin tone. You don't want something that's too drastic. I know when people contour with liquid products, they do like 2 shades lighter and 2 shades darker. And of course it eventually blends together. But since we're just putting this one on top of our liquid foundation, which by the way, the liquid foundation is a true match for me. I always go to the lighter side of foundation. I would rather my foundation be a little lighter, but essentially I'm getting what I would call a match here. I'm not going 2 shades lighter or even 1 shade lighter. I'm choosing my own match, okay? It matches my neck, right? So that's my color. I'm very pale in the winter. If you guys are watching, give me a shout out, let me know. So I just put a little bit on my brush here, and what I'm gonna do is draw a 3 and an E, and that might be backwards for you guys, but I don't know. I think this reverses when it plays. A 3 and an E, and I actually start right here under my cheekbone, because what you're doing is emphasizing what you already have, okay? You're emphasizing the shape of your face that's already there. So a lot of us, we want to highlight our cheekbones. We want our cheekbones to stand out. So that's why we start right below. You're kind of mimicking a shadow, right, on your face. And then you're gonna carry that up here, and you're gonna go all the way up to the hairline. I was a little bit heavy there, but that's okay, I can blend that out. And I'm just gonna do one side and show you guys. And then you're gonna go under the chin too. So that's my 3, okay? And I actually take it down onto my neck as well, and I need to move my choker in order to do that. Kind of pull it out a little bit. Come on now. It's really in place there. I don't want to get anything on there. So I carry a little bit of color down onto my neck just because I just showed you how pale my neck is. So I need to make my neck the same color as my face. All right, so under here, along the hairline, I'm gonna carry that over a little bit because I did go a little heavy there. And under the chin, all right? Then you're gonna wanna do your nose. You don't wanna ignore your nose, but you can already see the difference from one side to the other, I think. And you know, you can see where I was heavy-handed up here. It's not so bad. I think I'm just being paranoid. Okay, so then you're gonna do a little bit on your nose. Now, Some people may want to go heavier on the nose if they want to slim it, but I don't see any reason to do, I don't see any reason to do that. I'm not telling anybody to make your nose look skinnier, but you're contouring your nose the same way you're contouring the rest of your face. And you're bringing attention to the shape of it, which is going to be flattering for your overall look, okay? So I'm not really going down here. I'm kind of stopping here and just going like this and blending it down into my skin. So I have a little bit of harsher line here, although I do tend to just use my finger to rub it to make sure that it's not too drastic, okay? So that's one side contoured, and that's nothing. Can you see the difference? Contoured, nothing. Big difference, right? And you see how easy that was? So let's do the other side, okay? So, and I'm not using a lot. If you get a good bronzer like this one, you don't need a lot of product. You can barely see the product on here, okay? But I'm getting a lot of color out of that. That's why I ended up with too much up here, because I just went a little ham on my brush. So you go under the brow bone. You also don't go too far in. You're gonna go, I use my fingers as a guide. So for blush and bronzer, I put my fingers right here, and I try to keep them on the outer edge. Let me take this out. On the outer edge here, okay? So you can see where my 3 fingers are. I'm kind of stopping right there. And again, it's not like a harsh stop. You're blending everything. Blending is key to making it look natural and not like a huge streak of mud down your face, okay? So then you take a little bit more under the chin. And this just helps define your jawline as well. But again, I also do the neck because I want my neck to be the same color. And I just do a little bit down here and a little bit down here because my neck was really white, just like my face, and I don't want to have a really white neck and then a nice, beautiful contour finished face. I want to kind of carry that look down as far until you get to my neckline. And so if I have a lower neckline, I would even carry some of the bronzer down to here just to kind of have a similar look all around. You know what I mean? I think I'm not saying that well. You don't want to just stop at your jawline ever. Okay, so I may not do a full-on makeup look. I really can't talk today. I'm not gonna do foundation down here, but I could do a little bronzer. I could do a little blush if I wanted to. So you can do blush on top of this, and I'll show you guys how. And then you can stop here. If you are new to makeup, or if you don't have time, or if you just don't feel like doing a lot, you can stop here. You don't have to highlight, okay? Especially if you, like me, are fair-skinned and you use a light colored foundation, you're fine. You don't, like, there's no rule that says that you have to highlight, okay? I'm gonna put a little bit of blush on. I have this really pretty light blush, and I just put a little bit of blush on top of my cheekbones there. So not on where the bronzer is, but a little bit above it. And again, I use just a little tiny bit because it really goes a long way. So if you do want to do a highlight, okay? I have this nice powder highlight, and I have this really cool brush that I just got that I love, okay? You can use a fan brush for your cheek. I just prefer my tiny little fluffy brush, okay? I was using my blending brush before, but I need to save that just for my eyes. So I do a little bit on my nose, right there in the center. You can see it's not a whole lot of a shimmer, but it just reflects the light really well. And I can do, I probably shouldn't have done this after my lips, but I did my lipstick already. Do a little bit above your lips. That helps give you a nice little pouty look. And then my favorite is right here on top of where I put the blush, right? So we have kind of a Neapolitan thing going where you have the bronzer, the blush, and the highlight, okay? I love this. And you're hearing my news in the background. I should have cut it off, but I just forgot. So you can go light or heavy with this. It's totally up to you. Some people just love more more highlight. But you see how easy that is? With one powder product, you can contour, or with 2 powder products and 2 brushes, you can contour and highlight, okay? It's really, really simple, and it doesn't have to be complicated, and it makes a huge difference. Look at my face now, especially if you're watching the replay. Look at my contour now, and then go back to the beginning when I first cut the camera on and how bright, white, and plain my face was. Big, big difference. It was embarrassing. When I cut the camera on, I was like, oh my God, am I really going live right now looking like this? But that's it, 2 products. It's wonderful. All right, guys, so thank you so much. And I do want to say, I don't say this often in my videos, but if you feel like you want to join, if you feel like you want to know more, but you're afraid because you don't know enough, then you should definitely talk to me, because that's where I was when I started. And I wouldn't be sitting here doing this face for you if I didn't get a discount on all of these products that are sitting in front of me. If I didn't have a reason to play around and try new things, then I wouldn't have a reason to sit here and tell you guys the new things that I've learned or that I've tried. And so I really, I want to start to present that opportunity to you guys more and more, because if it was never presented to me, I would never be where I am right now, and I'm loving it. So I hope you guys have a great Thursday. It's pre-Friday. Love you. Bye-bye.